right back into it here. You guys are in the midst of battle, if you don't recall. I believe you were trying to coax this person, entity, and thing that is with him, other entity, out of this room, but not having much success. So of course it starts with our absent hero, who is standing in this fog. While you guys think about what you want him to do, let me remember when this thing makes him roll.
Can you ping where he is? I cannot see him on my map.
He's up behind you. Up in the room. You can't see?
Okay. No.
Oh, yeah, because you're not...
Just field of vision.
Yeah, so he's up here in this cloud. I believe last time you guys... Somebody had postulated that the cloud was following him. Yeah. And his last movement was like... Here, let me draw. His last movement was like from here to like down here. Can you see that drawing?
Yeah, oh. There we go. Hideki moved and I can see him now.
Oh, yeah, you guys do have shared vision. So, look, just go stand right in the middle of those pillars there.
No, I saw where he was.
Yeah, you guys have shared vision, though, so you should be able to see what he sees. Where are you going?
I don't know why I can never see anything from Saren. Like, I can't see his character sheet. Well, I can see everyone else's. It's weird.
Skill issue.
Yeah, that, I think Drez's as well.
Oh, where's Schick? We just started without Schick. I forgot all about him.
I pinged him. I don't know if he'll show up.
My bad. Dude, I feel bad.
I mean, we were without him last week too, so.
Yeah. Let me see, bro. Saren. Configure. I mean, everybody should be able to see him. Observer. There we go. Well, so, any thoughts on what you want him to do? Anyone? Open
poison
to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was moving in a southerly direction, so you want him to keep moving?
Yeah, I guess the plan right now is for everybody to try to get through this room.
I think y'all had decided that, yes, he was not gonna, or that person was not gonna come out after you.
Right.
Wait, so what's going on?
Boss.
Okay.
We tried to get him to come out here to us because this big gear room is kind of a death trap and there's not a whole lot of room to fight on the other side. But all he did was threw this big fart out here at us and then he won't move.
Makes sense. I don't think that Mary's going to let y'all kite him.
Alright, so he can move right here if he uses all of his movement. Is that what you would like him to do?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. As Saren gets into this room here, you all begin to hear... Where's Drez? Where you at? Y'all stand on top of each other? That's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
on top of Edinburgh.
Yeah. You all begin to hear the words that you have been, or that you have had shouted at you start to kind of take shape. You know, one of this phenomenon of where something that's been indecipherable is shouted at you enough, you begin to, discern it, right? Like the babbling of a toddler or something like that. And you make out that this person seems to think you are here to steal the inventions they have created down here in the bowels of the Hydro Forge. You hear something about harvesting the minds of the engineers for advancements beyond measure, and how you will not take them and not steal them for your own designs. You know, it's obviously a insensible thing to you, but this seems to be the focus of this person. Um, you can tell by the kind of cadence in their voice that as they're speaking, they are like traveling around on this gear thing in the room, being moved around as they stand on top of it. With that, it moves to your newest party member. So
Let's see.
when you enter this room, you move at half speed. If you would like to move at full speed, you can attempt an acrobatics check.
And if I failed the acrobatics check
You do not move at full
at all,
speed.
oh,
Well, you just don't move at full speed if you fail it.
public roll, right?
It can be, yeah. Okay, so you are able to move at full speed. Once. If you want to move again, I believe you have to make it again.
And is there any penalties if I like end my turn there?
No. Now what you want to do?
I think I'll make another.
I mean, you can move at half speed freely. You don't have to acrobatic check.
The problem is it'll only be 10. So
Well, you have 2 movements left, don't you?
yeah. So it's like I get another acrobatics roll. That's definitely a fail.
Okay. Are you gonna
Hold up.
you gonna let that stand, or?
Would there be a penalty for getting a 1?
I mean, yeah, I can't really tell you that. You have to let it stand or not, and then I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
you're appointing it.
Okay. All right, you
There
can
we go.
move at full speed.
Fun.
As you enter this room, you gasp, just as your companion Saren did, to see 6 massive mechanical pistons, each of them 10 foot wide, pushing up and down in this room. They seem to be kind of going opposite of one another. So when, you know, this one and this
10
one
foot wide.
and this one goes up, then the other ones go down, right?
10 foot wide.
Listen, man, it's 2 squares, isn't it?
Any way I slice this, it says 5 feet.
It's 2 squares, so it's 10 foot.
All right.
This 5 foot square. There you go.
Center to center.
There you go.
Outside.
You also see the most obvious thing in this room is the enormous gear in the middle. It is interlocked with much smaller gears and that form a little network underneath of it and around it, and it is moving, seemingly powered at least in part by these pistons pumping up and down. On top of it, your quarry, the Gebian. Isn't he Gebian? No, he's from Nex, right? But he is your quarry here on top of the gear. Next to it is an abomination unlike any you have ever seen. This thing is like, you can see several heads that have been crammed into this thing, seemingly powering it and also informing it, controlling it. It is perhaps the most grotesque thing you have ever seen in your life. And yes, the Gebian sorcerer here is the one that you have been searching after for all this time. And again, as you get in this room, you hear them very clearly. They are saying, you will not steal their glorious invention. And they seem to be talking about this abomination here. So, is that all for your turn?
No.
You have one more action.
Yeah. Very good. No, I don't think I can vital shot or anything.
You guys start at 9? I thought we were doing 9:30.
No, we just started a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
So I think I shall fox trick, hide. And then that, whatever the heck that is looks more dangerous. Do I have sniper's aim? No, that's 2 action.
So what was this you were trying to do? Fox trick. You always trying for you creator. Oh, so that just lets you hide without cover? Is that what you're trying to do there?
That's what I'm trying to do.
I mean, that's like a hide in plain sight skill. Is that what we're?
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure.
That's what it seemed like.
Anyways, let's see. 50 plus 20. Roll to hit. Miss a bit. And that should be end of my turn.
All right, interesting. Gurn,
Acrobatic my way there.
can move freely. Yeah.
Obligatory perception. Is it just the one sorcerer we see? Is there other familiar faces?
Well, you right now don't see nothing but gears.
Oh, is this
the
a wall still here?
Yeah, the door's right here. You have fog of war because y'all's shared vision, which I don't know why you're not seeing what he's seeing. Maybe because it's an encounter now. I don't know. So,
Hey, Mary,
yeah.
Mary, when you get a chance, I need to roll for initiative.
Oh, what? How did he not in this? Oh, maybe because you weren't here last. Yes, I remember. You crawled. Yeah, I remember what happened. I said you crawled up out of the gears like John Goodman in Raising Arizona. That's why I shared that YouTube clip.
Well, that's what that was.
Yeah. So there you go. I'll put it in there for you. So as you come around and look in this room, Gurn, you see, obviously what I just described. Yeah. The huge pistons around the room and the gear with the Gibeon magic slinger up here on the gear next to his abomination. As you peer around the corner, he sees you and he points right at you and he's says, 2 of you. And he seems to just kind of get frustrated and kind of snivel a little bit. You otherwise don't notice anything, out of the ordinary or to your advantage in this room that would give you, some advantage or upper hand in dealing with this situation. You do notice that this thing, while being some part clockwork, is also just grotesque and filled with what seems to be heads of all the engineers that you have not seen while you have been in this facility.
Yeah, I've got a dumb question. Are we trying to keep the wizard alive?
I think so.
If he cooperates.
I'll bluff him. No, we're not here to steal your creation. I'm here to admire it as a fellow crafter.
Okay.
How did you achieve such a marvel?
Let's see a deceptive roll. Or would you like to diplomatically ask him that, like you're being genuine? It's up to
Or
you.
roll crafting. Diplomatically convince them with something related to crafting. That's your higher stat, maybe. I don't know.
It is. It is not. And this thing is, I can't side with this guy. I'll have to deceive him, or attempt to.
His face softens a bit, and he seems to be inquisitive, and he asks you what your favorite clockwork creation is, and he kind of raises an eyebrow over his mask that he's wearing, and he is eager for your answer.
That spider creation we saw earlier had me curious. I didn't get enough time to study it, though. I was very impressed by that as well.
At this, he is very intrigued, and he asks you, why your companions earlier accosted him in such a way. If you're just here on an inquisitive visit.
Those two that approached earlier were not of the crafting mindset. All they do is like to throw their fists and fire their guns.
Okay, so roll deception for me one more time to see if he believes your lies, your continued lies.
Oh. What? That was private.
Yeah, that's fine. So he seemingly believes you, and he turns to his creation here, and after a few passes of his hand in front of what looks to be some sort of ocular device on it, it kind of not exactly powers down, but it shifts to the back here and kind of anchors itself down in such a way that it's almost above the gear and not moving. Meanwhile, they step off of this gear and extend a hand towards you and invite you in to their lair, as it were.
Trap.
And as you approach, a hand is extended to you, and this person says to you, the name is Parsis, and extends their hand to shake it with you in a common fashion.
I'll extend as well. Gurn, it's a pleasure.
And your companion, and they turn and point to your colleague here.
This is Liam.
How do you react to this, Liam?
Go along with it. Crafting is a very important skill, especially when crafting munitions.
Your mention of munitions seems to arouse a slight suspicion. However, Parsis just kind of nods and says, yes. And at this, we can stay in. Let's see, I'm going to remove this thing. But we could stay essentially in turn order here. Gurn, since you've created this situation, I'll give you one kind of action here to further set the stage for your companions.
I do have a few more companions further behind me. Just so you're not startled if they come around the corner here shortly.
They ask you, well, are they crafters as well?
Let let me go get him. How about that? Okay. I'll be right
Uh,
back.
They nod hesitatingly at you.
Can I do something? I'd like to use Fox Trick, not Fox Trick, change shape to make it look like I peel away half my face to like show clockwork machinations, and say, "We're in charge of Mr. Gunn's security detail, sir."
Okay, I
Close
mean,
back my face.
okay, you can do that.
And then would that be
Yeah,
Roll
that.
deception for me to see if you're believed. You're trained in that. Okay. Um, that seems to put Parsis at ease, and they nod assuringly.
Yes, here. Why don't you go get the others, Liam? And I'll kind of wink. The other crafters. Nudge, nudge.
They turn to you at this and they say, "Interesting. I've never seen such a low creature with servants."
Oh, damn. He went there.
He always goes there.
As your manservant is retrieving your other manservant, Parsis asks you, the typical "Where are you from?" type of a question. He's asked how you have come to be in the Hydro Forge and know that he is here experimenting in the first place. Before long, he asks you ask you the obvious question: Are you agents of Loveless as well?
Yes, I have ties to Loveless. Trying to be vague and sort of not commit to one side or the other.
Oh, well, I mean, the mention of Loveless does not seem to put this person at unease, and they seem to be pretty well stationed with their participation with Loveless. So I guess let's stay on our order here, and we can say you have gone to retrieve them there, Liam. Vimgard, you have heard this news from Liam. You have sort of heard what Gurn has been saying. How are you going to react? Will you join this
I'm going to run in
discussion?
and cast lightning bolt.
Okay. Are you going to consult with your party before you do that, or just do it?
your plan is to
No, God, no, I would not do that. I am going to walk towards Gurn.
Oh, I was really proud of you for founding the soundboard.
Thank you.
Okay, so you approach.
Yep.
Parsis seems a little bit uneasy at your approach. You are a little bit, uh, you know, more muscular than the average crafter, unless it's maybe a blacksmith or something. And as you enter, you are immediately asked, who are you? But in a friendly kind of way, not necessarily aggressively.
I say that I'm Gurn's blacksmith, his heavy lifter, and
Interesting.
I just say, "Hey, boss, you ran off right away," and that's really it. I'm gonna, if anything, recharge my spell strike because I don't know if I did that, and that would be my 3 actions.
Okay, quietly.
Yeah.
Drez, having two companions off in parlaying, what is your response to Liam's news that the parlay is afoot?
I am going to use 2 actions to move right here. and then I am going to hide and listen.
Fair enough. Very roguish. Krillin.
So I'm gonna walk into view. Oh, how do I get off here? How do I get off the gear? Am I? Is it?
You just have to move a little more
You
to the
just-
right.
Well,
Okay.
the entrance to the room is here.
Okay, there we go.
yes. So that's half speed, however far you had to move there.
Well, I have 45 movement. I didn't count what that was, but let's see. That's about 2 actions, and then for my third action, I'll just talk to him and say, "Hello, I'm Krillin. I'm the bodyguard slash orderly for Gurn. I protect him and I do some heavy lifting if he needs help lifting any heavy equipment or anything like that. And then I show him my muscles.
Parsis looks dead at you and says, "You are an imposter. I have seen you in Dragon Ball." They greet you and start to be, a little uneasy being outnumbered here, and turn to you, Gurn, and ask how many more companions we should expect.
What kind of like signal in the hallway, like 0?
This is all of us.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
No, she's seen, or he's seen Saren before, correct?
they have seen Sarah. Yes, I'm being very respectful to this writing.
Oh, it's got pronouns, huh?
Indeed.
There was another, but I sent him back on an errand.
Interesting. So what you want him to hang back with,
Yeah.
back up,
Yeah.
Drez?
Yeah.
Drez, you feel a warm hand
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna
on
get
your
my
back.
food ready now.
So, just so I have the story straight, this guy from Geb, this person from Geb,
I
and
think from Nex.
well, then there was another one from Nex.
This one is from
Think-
Gep, yeah.
Okay, this one's from Geb. Weren't they
Hey,
saying
look,
like it was
I-
rumored they were the same person?
I just realized that the official thing here has a typo. His name says Paris, but it's Parsis. It's funny.
So these two are conspirators with Loveless.
Yes, so to OOC recall your story knowledge for a moment. Yes, so upon your pursuit of Loveless in this seemingly final chase, you learn that she has been in conspiracy with 2 magic users, wizards, sorcerers, necromancers, from one from Geb, one from Nex. You up to this point haven't had much clue about them other than their names. And yes,
Oh, the names are different, or
well, you have heard 2 different names, and you have also heard rumors that it's the same person. But now you clearly have one person here in front of you without Lovelace, and you have all recognized him readily as a Gebian person.
okay, so there are 2, or presumably 2.
So I'm
Alright.
just trying to think of a reason why Loveless would have sent me to maybe check on the status of his side of the operation.
Well, while you're thinking of that, it turns, to their turn, and they begin to explain to you in a way that makes you believe they're not quite, it's a little maniacal the way they're speaking, but they're explaining how this concoction here works, and essentially you understand it more than the rest of the party, but you explain it to them. Essentially, they have found a way while they were down here, and after they slaughtered all the engineers, to sever their heads and attach them into this clockwork device with, of course, a bit of necromancy. And in doing so, they've been able to extract all of the knowledge that these engineers had, and that's when things start to get a little hazy in their story, and you feel like perhaps all of this knowledge has driven them to a point of at least fanaticism, if not freneticism. And they're excitedly telling you of all of the clockwork things that they have discovered, all of these variations and ways to concoct and create and power these creations once you have constructed them from various, constituent materials. And the talking just goes on and on. They're very excitedly telling you all there is to know about the information they have started to gather down here. You glean out of that, this is the reason for the extra power draw on the roof. This is the reason for the modifications around the hydro forge, because this person down here has been essentially creating a what's Professor X's thing?
Cerebro.
Yeah, they've been creating like a cerebro down here with all of the severed engineer heads, and to do
Sounds
that,
like a Warhammer 40k AI.
they needed to supercharge and power. So, Liam, you have successfully told everyone all about that.
Am I still in sight?
You are, yes, slightly through the gear room.
All right. Am I? I am not hidden, am I? Yeah, no. I'll
No,
talk to them basically.
no.
I will take a step, try to get out of sight, or however far I have to move. I think technically, am I in cover? Because that might. So I don't know if this works raw, but I'd like to use my covered reload. Basically, do the move, reload, then like maybe I have to poison the ammunition. Anyways, point is I'm trying to get out of sight, poison the ammunition with my wyvern poison, reload, and then get back. I'm not sure how much, if I have enough actions. Because covered reloads an action. I'm pretty sure applying the poison would be an action, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Wait, no,
well,
I think
to
it might
what?
be 2. Yeah.
Well, usually there's a thing to like activate it, and what I kind of let Saren do, if not in this campaign, but in the other campaign, was like kind of fudge, letting him kind of put it on there as and activating it as like one kind of a thing. Because
Okay.
I don't know that applying it is strictly I mean, I'm sure it is, but yeah, what are you talking about?
Point is I'm trying to reload, put the poison on the bullet before I reload, and make it not look like I have a poison bullet, and walk back.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, they don't So what is? Let me look at what poison do you have? Is it like an ability you have to poison? You have poison.
I have a wyvern poison.
You have it. Where? Oh, I see it there. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm throwing on. I think I need to, when I consume it, I'll have to knock it down, but
So let's see. I mean, I'd be willing to let you.
if that's my entire turn, I duck out, poison it, reload, and duck, and walk back in. I'm good with that. I'm just trying to.
Okay, so this is I mean a general. At least the first little Reddit hit I got here was do this. So how many actions do you have left right now?
Moving there would be one.
Moving here, you would have one left.
Moving, I would have two left.
Standing where you are right now.
Yeah, I have two actions left.
So it would take, since it's 2 to activate it, it would take you 2 to put that on your bullet.
Okay. All right, I'll poison it, and then let's see,
And then
go down one.
stand there ready to reload it.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, Gurn, you stand there listening to this, soliloquy about the severed heads and the attainment of knowledge from them. How do you react to this?
That is fascinating. Now, this thing is feeding you all of the knowledge that it possesses.
He nods assuringly or affirmatively, I should say.
Amazing.
They nod affirmatively.
So what do you plan to use it for? Are you going to take it out of here? Is this for Lovelace's use?
This seems to make them a little angry, and they kind of snarl at that idea, and they tell you that Lovelace will have none of this, although she would like to. And they kind of trail off and look down at the ground.
Sense motive?
Sure. Oh, you fail to sense whether this person is acting, accordingly or not. You can't, with the respirator over their face like that, it's hard for you to discern. You're not getting any body language you can figure out.
All right. So your dealings with Lovelace seem to be nearing an end. What do you plan to do now? So all the power from the roof, is it like energizing this thing currently, or is it like a Dr. Frankenstein? He needed it to jumpstart it.
That would definitely be a question you could ask them, because you don't, I mean, there's no sparks in this room, right? You guys aren't like, I mean, the pistons are moving pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Say all in opposite order. One set goes up, one set goes down. But yeah, there's no, no sparkies. So it would definitely be a question to ask him or them.
When we first arrived, we saw some wild electrical discharges up on the roof. Is that related to this? Is that how you're energizing it?
They look at you a bit confused, thinking that if you possess the knowledge that you should, you would have recognized exactly what that is.
I have the crafting knowledge. I don't have the necromantic knowledge that you do, so it doesn't overlap.
The flattery seems to work in your favor, as this person tells you that it's all part of Lovelace's quote stupid plan, and they don't seem to be very impressed with it at all. And that's all they say. They kind of trail it off.
Yeah, she's not. She doesn't deserve to be where she is, does she?
They jump at this and kind of get right in your face. They take a step towards you and they say, exactly, she wouldn't be where she is without me. And they point their finger right at their face.
I've started to feel the same way myself.
Do you have do you say anything while you're in close quarters to this to kind of close up your interaction?
I'll stew on that for a round.
So Vimgard now turns to your silver tongue.
Oh yes, my
You-
silver tongue.
You have heard that this person seems to have some kind of what we say, a issue with Lovelace, perhaps, that you could exploit. For finding out this information, everyone is inspired with the hero point. How will you continue here, sir?
I talk to him and say I admire your creation here. Fine metal work. I'm trying to butter him up before I ask the hard-hitting question of why do you hate Loveless?
They look at you rather unimpressed, and you seem to get a feeling that they think you rather boorish.
I am pretty boring.
No, boorish.
Oh, boorish. Oh. Well, degenerate. He did that to both of us. I really want to kind of intimidate him, but I don't know if that'll go badly for me.
If y'all keep on talking, I could try to get the my weapon poisoned, have him marked for death, and then try to one shot, one kill or something, and try to get a big hit off. Or we could try to flip him.
I think that's what Jordan's been doing, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the end game is.
As long as you stretch it out 1 or 2 more turns, I will be ready to attempt to blow their head off.
To OOC a moment, and for the benefit of your newer party member that lacked a lot of the, I forget that he's missed the first 2/3. Your ultimate goal, right, in tracking down Lovelace, is to find out what she has done with seemingly all the pyronite she was setting up to get manufactured, right? Because she reverse engineered it successfully, maybe even better. And now, Gattleby didn't think so, but now, at the gunworks, you track down that she had been basically getting a large supply of like the precursors and things that she needed, but it wasn't there any longer. And then now, trailing, following the trail rather, to the apartment led you here once those wraiths tried to kill you. So your ultimate goal is to find out, what is going on with where the pyronite has been produced.
She wants to create a scare for the public to enact
Yeah.
a draft, right?
Yeah, I know that part.
Now
Basically,
that
the plan is an act of terrorism to
Mhm.
increase military funding and size of the military.
Yes,
And
that's what you
pyronite
guys.
explosion's a great way to do that.
That's what you guys learned at the dinner party, essentially, or at the
She's
art
building
gallery.
a clone army to attack the Republic so she can overthrow the Senate.
George,
Alkenstar has a senate?
Of course.
it
Don't
does
worry, we have
now.
the high ground.
Someone hasn't watched Star Wars.
I have watched Star Wars. I'm just surprised Alkenstar has a senate. Because, hello there.
He's a kid in high school playing TTRPGs with our dumbasses. You don't think he's watched Star Wars?
I'm not sure which party that was supposed to insult.
All of us.
Equally.
Listen, we know who we are. We're Vimguard right now deciding what to do.
Yeah.
But then they, excuse me, obviously just in front of you guys seemed to snap a little bit at the idea that Lovelace was, some kind of mastermind or grand executor.
I kind of scoff at that, saying that, yeah, what leader is he,
Or
her, and thinking that he can take all this explosives and
Gee.
I had it on tip. I just lost my train of thought. Where all these explosives are going to go off and to make a big bang. Try and nudge her to speak more of it, of the pyronite.
it's Lovelace that's a her.
Right. Sorry,
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So, yes, they turn to you and point their finger right in your chest. And they're like, you're goddamn right. She wouldn't even have her precious bombs if it wasn't for me. They'd be tied to a string instead of the grand design that I came up with. And at this, they turn back around at Gurn. And they kind of look at you like a little bit of support, like, a crafter who has, been unappreciated in their time. And do you retire to your companions here? All right, Drez, do you stay hidden and you hearing all this? What shall you do?
Yeah, I'm going to hold position for now.
All right, so it moves back to the bald man. Bald man.
Not really sure what I can do here at this point. I'm gonna roll for check my surroundings for anything that might be of danger to us in case shit doesn't go our way. So where's perception? There it is.
You don't notice nothing.
Okay. I just continue to nod my head as if I know what we're talking about with these crafting conversations happening. And then I finish my turn. Thank
What
you.
do you, what do you guys do with Saren?
Jaren holds the heck still.
Holds him still.
Yeah, he'll just pass.
He kind of gets up a little too close to Dredz, and Dredz hears a little bit of
Okay,
a
so
No,
Parsis.
he does not.
Parsis. Yikes. Parsis begins to begins and continues with you, Gurn, having turned around from what Vimgard said, and it reaches into their coat and produces a strange looking key. And they begin to explain to you how they design these for Loveless. 3, in fact, a set, each one working to arm a bomb. And as they're showing you this, they're just bragging over the intricacies of the design, but you can't help but pick out bits and pieces of information. That there are, of course, as they just said, there are 3 of them. But as they are just ranting and ranting, you all hear that there are, of course, 3 bombs, but they are not on a train or in a building. They are, in fact, on a boat headed in this direction. And that the power surging on top of the roof, yes, it served to help Parsis create this clockwork abomination, but its real purpose is to serve as a catalyst for the detonation that will take place when these 3 bombs hit the falls here and utterly destroy them. Now, you all are gleaning this information as Parsis is just ranting to you, Gurn, and showing you this clockwork key. And as, they kind of start trailing off a little bit, it goes to Liam.
Okay.
You
First
take
thing.
one more turn here before you got to go. And then I was going to say at the end of this round, you guys want to take a little break.
yeah.
Does Mark of Death have to be sight range? Mark for Death,
I
you
would
can
guess.
see and hear.
See and hear them.
Alright, I will reload. So that's already been done. So my bullet is now chambered. And I will walk over to about here and say to Gurn, the perimeter is secure, Lord Gurn. What are your commands? And that will be the end of my turn.
Fair enough. Gurn.
Thank you, Liam. That will be all.
By your command.
You're not even
Yeah.
going to tip him? Damn.
I'll toss
The
him
wizard thinks he built me. Like,
toss him a silver into the gears. So are they holding out these keys? Do I get the impression that they need
So
these keys?
they're holding out one of them, but telling
one
you
of 3?
telling you that there are 3 that were made, and that Loveless and then Ebrium, the other name that you have heard mentioned among these magic users of Geb and Nyx, has the other one.
And it is yet to be armed?
Well, you get the impression that he was supposed to have already rendezvoused with him, but is gone seemingly mad a little bit down here. I mean, you're obviously surrounded by severed heads and body parts and blood and all types of things that would lead you to believe, necromancy is not just a hobby for this person, that it is truly something running deep in the course of their thinking and being. And they have become somewhat obsessed down here with this creation they have hobbled together and the knowledge they have subsequently been obtaining from it. So that seems to be why you are finding a key here and not joined with the others.
Okay.
Again, gleaning all this just from Parsis's rantings about Lovelace.
Okay. Uh, you and I both know Lovelace's plan is bound to fail. I'll tell you what, why don't I take that key? I'll take over your duties, so you don't have to deal with her again.
They are very suspicious at this. However, you can roll a deception check to attempt to verify your deception. They pull back just a little bit from you, and they kind of come to their senses a little bit and clutch the key back and say, no, that's not right." And they seem to be kind of reverting back to their first suspicion that you are here to steal things from them.
Look, no problem. I just thought I'd prevent or keep you from dealing with that sad cow. Um, it bothers me none. You keep the key.
They, tentatively, kind of timidly pull it back towards their body. Do you have anything else in the tank?
We don't have any idea where this Ibrim might be.
Well, from the description or from the information that you're hearing from these rantings, it seems that Parsis, again, was supposed to rendezvous with them to be on that ship.
Yeah.
It seems the bombs are to be armed, and then they are to depart the ship by some means, and then let it cruise on into this area of the forge and the falls, upon which time it will detonate and cause a rather large explosion.
Presumably, 2 out of the 3 is going to do the trick.
Not from what Parsis is ranting about. I mean, that's what they're saying, is that their creation is perfect, and they think that Lovelace thinks she's so smart, but she it will go haywire without this key here. Why they have chosen to stay here seems to be obtuse. It seems to be just for their own self-serving reasons, because they got carried away and sidetracked, if you will, with this cranium creation.
All right, well, should we drop the charade and take the key, or is there...
Good with my last turn being headshot.
Is there... Can I glean any way of maybe taking the clockwork out of commission before combat starts? It's self-sustaining, I presume.
Yes. I mean, you could roll a crafting check, recall knowledge on it to see if you know anything that might help you in that regard.
Any chance we could separate them from in different rooms? Or would that be too hard of a?
We tried getting them out of here before, and they didn't bite.
Oh, okay.
So you obviously discern that this is a clockwork creature. It's a constructed creature, and so you are fully aware that it has a weakness to electricity and immunity to almost all physical things that could be done to it. Um, Beyond that, though, you don't notice any discernible mechanism, even a normal mechanism that you've seen on other clockwork creations. You are quite sure that this thing is 50-50 or even more towards the majority of necromantic magics rather than clockwork. The clockwork seems to be a very small foundation for some other kind of thing that you are unfamiliar with.
It's more undead than mechanical.
There's a lot of heads going on. Yes.
Well, I'm scared of what this thing can do, but I will attempt to
Well, I
intimidate.
would add though that
Maybe we ought to let it believe it for one more turn, so that way it's.
you do know that like most clockwork things, they are constructs, so the entity which created them being destroyed would necessitate them not having a controller.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough.
Bimgard.
Okay. Yeah. I'm actually going to step to the corner here, or here would be better, so I can have a straight line against them. And say, if you're not going to give us the key, we're going to take the key from you.
Are you saying that intimidatingly?
Yes. With my 4 teeth out.
Okay. Let
On
me
the
see.
monster.
Let me see an intimidation on Parsis. They recoil from you with the key firmly in their grasp, and they begin to not think you're here for good things as they raise a hand suspiciously, like casting a spell.
Okay. Well, I do my spell strike. Oh. God, I'm going to use a hero point to bump that up to a hit.
Okay.
Just to ask questions because I'm unsure about it. Would I be able to combo Sniper's Aim and Vital Shot? Because they both have action requirements. Does that mean they're separate things?
Look at their traits. Some of them may have flurry or push, and then that may mean that they have to be first or second.
Let's see.
I mean,
One has Concentrate and the other just says Gunslinger. So doesn't have anything.
what is the effect of either one of them? What is
So
what?
Sniper's Aim is like I take a moment and I get a circumstance bonus, and then the second one is if the target's flat-footed, strike deals more damage.
You could I believe you could do both of them since they do different things. Yes, but it would be the actions would be additive. So how many actions is it all together?
Or
And you can't do them together.
Anyways, that's the damage for the axe, and then this is for the electricity.
All right. And it is in a line.
Yes.
It goes just right next to him.
Yeah, it should hit him. Or should have I been one corner to the right?
A straight line?
Well, sorry, I should have been. Yes, sorry, my bad. I should have been one step over and diagonally. So
Where you
it's
were?
Well, you can
no, I was.
hero point the movement or the miss.
I'm doing the move. Miss.
Yeah. That was my way of saying that's your fault.
Yeah.
Pay
Yeah, so
attention to your footing, sir.
Yes.
also duck.
Only if you're rolling that one, he needs to duck. All right, so you slam a jamma down, 20 damage, and then slam a jamma down, 20 more damage, and you are all once again in a combative state.
Would this count as my first turn?
Well, no, because this encounter has continued. Sorry. Gunslinging.
Really? Darn.
Thanks for filling in for Saren.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
so
because you've already combated with them. So,
I
Vimgard. Well,
don't
it's not
that.
even your turn at the moment. I don't know why you keep jumping on me. Hold on.
I have like
Vimgard.
one turn before I gotta go red.
I understand. Vimgard. It'll get quick back to you, but Vimgard, do
Yeah.
you have
Uh,
anything left?
I will just do recharge my spell strike, and that's it. That'll be
Okay.
that in my turn.
Drez, do you stay in vigilance?
All right, so this
Yeah.
area, like right here between me and the door, is this still half movement speed area?
It is, unfortunately.
All right, so let's see.
Actions.
So how would this work? Because I can moving half speed, I can get here. That's 10 feet, and then right here in one turn, which would put me out of the half speed.
Yep.
Like, does it just kind of shorten the entire movement speed overall, even though I can get out of it in one turn?
These two squares cost you 20 feet is all
Actually,
it's
I tell
doing.
you what I'll do.
Yeah.
That'll be one action, and then I'll use another action to try to tumble through to this spot right here.
All right. The answer to your question was yes. Like it's just any of these squares in this room. Would you like to
Failure by one. Yeah, I'll use a hero point to make that a
use a hero
success.
point? All right. So you move through him to there. Is that where you want to go? Or down there?
Nah, the one you had me at.
Mm-hmm. All right. There you go. He is off guard. You have caught
Catching
him.
him extra stabbable. I proceed to extra stab. I'll save the hero point on that.
He is undistracted by that not distracted by that because of Vimgard's strike. Krillin, Battle is joined in front of you, what you have waited for since you were in the crib.
Okay, I go into Tangled Forest stance for my first turn.
All right.
Let me put that on myself here. If I can find it. Okay.
You got it?
Yes. Yep. There it is. Okay. Then I'm going to flurry of blows. Let's see. First hit will be I guess a trip. Oh shit. How do I? Yeah. Yes. So 35.
35 against his. Let's see what he's got. All right.
Or do you want me to roll that again with the targeting thing? That
No, that's a success. You
okay.
knock him. You knock him prone. What is your second hit?
Normal attack. It's a strike with my bow staff. With a map. Ah, jeez. Okay. And for my third action, I'm just gonna stand here. Back step to the left.
All right, hanging your head in shame. How about he just delays till after?
Yeah.
All right. However, he's got to go, so he's gonna stand up first and provoke reactions.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
Are you in range right there? Hitting across, Garen. All right, so provoking
Did
reaction.
did Krillin's hit land?
It did.
His will provoke mine.
Let's see. All right, so you follow up from behind and stroke this foe. Nice.
I do what, sir?
Stroke them with your rapier.
I believe I struck him, and let's go ahead and enfeeble, if he can be enfeebled, if they can be enfeebled, rather.
Enfeebled they are. Right. Let's see.
Get enfeebled, nerd.
That's fun. All right, so having been viciously attacked, yet still holding on to this key, you are all frustrated by that fact. Let's see here.
Didn't someone want to take a break?
Well,
We're
we're gonna
tough
try to
opener.
let our friend get his
Oh,
turn
that,
in. Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see. You hear a scream emanate from your friend here, and let's see. It's a ray. Yes, it's a ray. All right. So from the fingertips of this foe comes flying. It's way more than enough. An attack roll on you.
Cool.
Now, why didn't that? Oh, because I didn't have you charm. Now, would the second target be at a map? Or would it be at a regular? How do you guys do it when you cast a spell with
Oh,
multiple targets?
this
'Cause
just does
each.
one creature.
Oh, it's just one? I thought it was
Yeah,
just a ray.
yeah.
Okay, well, it hit you, buddy. Would have hit everybody, but it just hit you.
Looks like it.
Look at that. Nothing. All right, so you are blasted with an icy font, and then this person steps in between you guys for their last movement, and as they do, they just kind of wink at you, Vimgar. Where's my ray thing? Okay, here we go. So they step right there, and then
Perfect. Let's see. This does not count as my first time, so I think all I can do is sniper's aim. So we will target them. We will sniper's aim. We will roll to shoot them in the head. We will hero point to shoot them in the head.
and this is your poison bullet, right?
Yep. You know
Just
what? I'll take it. I do believe since it hits, the poison
Yep.
applies, so they'll have to make a DC. Hold up, let me just pull it up out of
Yeah, I got it. Just roll your damage. I got it. Boom. So you inflict 16 damage with your bullet, and the poison courses through their veins. And they are able to sustain themselves from this vicious sting of the wyvern.
he always passes fortitude saves.
Really? Darn.
Part of his
Poisoned
mod
like
package.
3 people.
I don't do anything. Parsis did that. Which,
Sure.
yeah, you guys know their name. You
Oh.
knew their name before you came in here. I don't know why I didn't have it said like that.
Sniper's aim was 2 actions, so I guess I'll reload in my turn. GG.
GG, T-Buddy.
Night.
Go to bed. We got practice tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be at the library tomorrow to espouse it more upon Star Citizen. GG.
See,
Yeah. Practice for what?
esports.
Rocket League?
He also plays. He's also on the track team.
Yeah, I have a question. For your esports, do you have the cheerleaders and that there cheering them on?
Yep.
Really?
Ba-
Is
Ba-
the
and
computers for
and the
fucking
and the
Rocket
and the
League?
band. Yeah, dude, we bring the computers in the gym.
the whole pep rally going on.
sometimes we put them on the football field.
Get the big screens going.
Yeah. The jumbotron.
What a fucking troll.
Sometimes,
your
sometimes
guys'
we go to your
college
mama's
days
house and play, right?
Not good Wi-Fi. I'm sorry to say that.
Jesse, what level are you now?
Oh, I think I'm still like 55. I only played for a few minutes today.
Oh, 5 more levels.
So do you guys? I was sitting here because do you guys want to actually control Sarah now?
Yeah.
Could use his damage.
Yeah. Sniper's aim. Doesn't he have something for concealment? What is that? Can he do one shot, one hit kill?
No, because we're not on the first turn of combat anymore.
Okay. That would be off. Be able to fatal shot though.
However, he does have sneak attack now, so since the target's flat-footed, he'll get extra damage from that.
Oh, okay. If he has sneak attack now, then let's just move up and shoot. He can't see from there, can he?
I think he's behind the wall right there.
Yeah. Yeah, move over kind of work towards Liam and shoot.
All right. So you want him to? You said go next to Liam. Let me see. He's got. So he can move. Give him. He can move right there with one, unless he does that acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'd say right there is fine because he can see to shoot, right?
He sure can. All right, so you want him just to shoot with his normal shot, but he's got not one shot, one kill on, right? So
No, but I think he should be able to use vital shot, which gives him a bump. I think.
let's see
Attack
here.
day. Find it.
I mean, you are correct. He's got vital shot. I don't think there's a limit on using it. Let's see. Sometimes his stuff's like that. Let's see. It's 2 actions. Let's see. Careful shot targets off strike is extra damage equal to So he could just use it because he's off guard. That's what it requires. So,
Okay.
so you want to do a vital shot? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here he goes with his jizzle.
Can he hero point that to make it a crit?
No, don't waste the hero point and risk a miss.
I think he meant because it was +9.
Yeah.
But no, we ain't gonna add that now.
Shot himself.
Oh shit.
Do what? Oh, I had him selected. My B. I keep messing. We've been doing this for almost 2 years, and I'm doing the thing where I got somebody targeted, but a different person selected. Thank you. All right, so he did not shoot himself. However, this thing has become mighty suspicious of you all, and it chunks to life, burns an action moving kind of in the middle of this gear right here, and it targets in on the person that first assaulted, seemingly the person who is controlling it.
Before you roll, I shouldn't be concealed anymore.
Your potions wore off. Coming out of the shadows. Go. All right, so this thing chunks of life and squirts a stream of hot
Hot what?
embalming fluid all over you, Vimgard. Get
Gross.
get embalmed.
It's fucking gross.
Brain juice.
Another blast of this stuff comes flying out of this thing at the other person who seemingly inflicted damage. Or not seemingly, definitely positively inflicted damage. And now you guys are a little damp with embalming fluid. That's fun. Girl.
I will cast Paralyze on Parsis.
Ooh. A classic. Alright, so they can make the save.
22.
The save is made. It's a magic user from Geb, bro.
Yeah. That was worth a shot.
Geb's dead, man.
I cast silence.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is cast.
What's your horses
Bruce.
there, Vimgard?
Pardon?
Did you have
One
one
more action.
more? My fault.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's my fault.
That's not gonna be anything crazy. I'll draw my dagger.
All right. Unsheathing. Drez gets a ravenous look in his eye as you do so.
And I earn a hero point.
All right. Anyways, I'm doing True Strike on Paris, and so that I can do my Spell Strike.
So wait, you're gonna put True Strike on him?
No, on myself, so that I roll twice for my attack. Oh, thank you.
That's better.
There we go. And I'm targeted there. There we go.
All right. You viciously attack this seemingly innocent person. And as you do so, you see them fall to their knees and begin to shout, I yield, I yield.
I say, give me the key then, and tell your contraption to stop.
They throw the key down on the ground at your feet.
Okay. Technically that would be the end of my turn, so.
Dress, they are screaming for mercy.
Call off your monster.
You presume that they have, because I mean they're screaming for mercy, and it is not. I mean, it is not in like an attack posture per se. It's just kind of. I mean, when it moved to the middle, it just kind of chunked down before it started squirting all that stuff.
All right, I am going to step right over here next to him. And what do you think? Should we tie him up first?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, how many actions to get this rope out of my bag of holding and tie him up?
I mean, raw is 3.
Let's see, I've got no
You will.
free hands, so I'm going to have to. I don't have enough to do it all in this turn. You want me to start working on that, or you want me to question him about something?
Just start working on that.
All right, I'm going to put away that, so I've got a free hand.
So you are accepting his or their surrender.
Yeah.
For now.
All right.
And then second action, I get out my bag of holding, and third action, I guess I take the rope out of it.
All right. So you are standing there, rope in hand. And when we go to the top of this round, yes, I did say take a break a minute or at like 45 minutes ago. Can we do that? Y'all want to take a break?
Yeah.
All right. BRB, feel free to strategize.
Take her back to the bar.
Yeah.
I don't think she's or they are fit to be in public. We should
I would-
put
We have more.
its head in the clockwork.
Is there more for us to do here? Because we have the key already, right? That's all we really need information in the key, right?
the only thing I can think of is, we probably need to know when the boats with the Pyronite are coming and any information we can get about how to get on them. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else we really need to do.
Well, if all the electricity is the catalyst to the whole thing, we could sabotage that,
power
but
off.
I'm not sure.
That's
We
true.
gotta head back to the roof at some point, right? Is that what we gotta sabotage?
I don't
Well,
know
just-
if it's necessarily go to the roof or shut down the entire plant. Like if we could just go up to the control room and
Yeah.
shut it down, we might be able to.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because we got into a lot of trouble up on the roof.
Oh yeah, those things are
And also, my weapon now has a shock rune on it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to heal the zombies up there.
All right. Anyways, I'll be right back.
And then the intro mission in Spider-Man Chesty, it's freaking epic, man. I don't know if you've seen footage, but
I'm avoiding watching any of it because I have got a very, very long wait until I can play it.
oh okay, yeah. It's a pretty long intro to it. It introduces all like the mechanics to you, so it gets pretty long. But it's pretty awesome. 2 thumbs up.
I think it was 3 years between the release of the remaster of the original and the PC port.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be 3 to
Definitely
5.
Not be nice, man.
Well, the problem is that right now it's brand new and everybody's playing it, and that makes it harder. 2 months from now, it won't seem so bad because I will have forgotten about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to avoid spoilers, especially like do you go on Facebook because like it's probably trying to show you Spider-Man feeds, eh? Like
Yeah, I
Spider-Man-
mean, I've seen like at least 6 people playing it in my YouTube
oh, yeah.
recommendations and all
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
Too, eh? Yeah,
What
yeah.
you talking about?
Spider-Man 2.
I was
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to avoid spoilers, but it's impossible when the stuff that gets recommended to you.
Yeah, I mean, they're by the end of the week they'll be like ending explained, and it'll just be a big splash screen of exactly what happens.
Pretty much.
But that's okay because it's I have faith that the gameplay itself is more than part of the fun because the first one was like that.
I told you one of my kids ditched D&D Club last Friday to go play
Did he say that straight up? Like, I'm gonna skip to
Straight
play
up.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
exactly what he was doing. Yeah. He sent the DM his sheet. He was like, I'm playing Spider-Man. Here's my stuff. I cast Fireball.
He has a solid plan.
Man, I'm really excited to play with that stuff we got donated to the club, man. That tenfold dungeon. I don't know if y'all have seen that up there around you anywhere. It's by Gale Force 9. Those people that make all that other bougie D&D stuff.
Wait, what thing? You guys got a lot of things. I don't remember which one that
It's
was.
just like it's called Tenfold Dungeon. I think I put a picture of it. Maybe I didn't. But it's called Tenfold Dungeon. They've got 4 sets out right now. I think 4 sets or 2 sets just came out. But the 4 sets that have been out are like, you know, high fantasy, whatever, fantasy RPG. It's like temple, dungeon and sewers, town and tavern, and then I think castle. And then the ones that just came out are for like sci-fi. They're like Starfighter, so they're like, you know, space base and like, you know, alien ship or something like that.
Right.
But
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, but basically, yeah, like think about like, I mean, they're exactly like the D&D dungeon tiles, honestly. I mean, that's what they are. It's that thick laminate kind of card stock, but with detailed like graphics printed on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that's cool is, of course, it's like a Russian nesting doll type thing, right? So there's a big old box, and it's it's like the largest rooms, right? And then there's smaller and smaller as you go through corridors and smaller rooms. But then all of their little like cutouts and have little stands that, you know, make them work. But it's the walls and stuff. So inside the bigger rooms, you can put down these little walls and make little small rooms. And, you know, it's dope because all of it is scale. So it's a 1-inch grid inside of it. So it's really cool, man. I mean, it's, you know, I'm trying to get these kids to a point where it's like, I mean, I kind of spoiled them right off the rip. I was like, all right, here's the fucking dopest maps that you can get, you know.
Hey, they didn't have to go through like having to, you know, imagine that the stuff is there.
Right, which I'm finding out with my own children has been a mistake because they're just spoiled as hell. But it's, you know, it's good and it's great in a different way, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's how you get them interested, right? If it's just like,
Dude, they'll
imagine this
be
is there.
listen. Here's the thing, bro. They're gonna be talking about this for the rest of their life.
Right.
They're gonna be our age, be like, oh, that old bald asshole had all that stuff. D&D club. It was amazing. When like hardly any of them have played like even 1 level's worth of D&D. You know. But they've had fun, which is the point.
I'm thinking about picking up that map making program on Steam.
Which one? There's so many.
Can't remember the name. I put it on my wish list though.
Is it Tailspire?
It might be. Let me pull it up.
That one's kind of like a VTT too. But then there's one that's like Arcane something or something like that.
This one, I don't think it's got any VTT component to it. I think it's just map making and it's AI assisted. It's not purely AI generated, but you can put in, you know,
You can say, I want this kind of stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeon Alchemist is the one I was
Dungeon. Yeah, that one's fairly new, but looks very promising.
Oh man, if the screenshots are, you know, accurate to what it can actually do, it's gorgeous shit.
Well, from what I remember, he came out and he was like posting around on Reddit. And I mean, you know, when you start doing that, and then you get people who know a little something, they're like, hey man, I'll you know, I could contribute to this project, you know, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Hey, Mary, by the way,
yeah,
your character is out.
My character's out.
You know what I'm talking about. your necromancer class for Sienna.
Oh yeah, man, that happened a few days ago, didn't it?
That was like the 19th, I think.
Yeah.
18, 19.
Dang, dude, I forgot all about it. Rip. I need to get into it, man. I was telling my son, like I was saying earlier, he was trying to get me to play Civ 6. I just been in like a video gamer rut, man. I just sit here and look at all the games I got and just don't do nothing. And then I just think about something about D&D or something, and I go,
Yeah.
mm,
Fire something up, see if it sticks.
yeah, I need to. I just need a vacation. It's the anxiety of knowing I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
Ugh, I know how that is.
When do y'all get
Just
fall
got
break?
back to work.
Oh, break. What the hell is that? You talking about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, do y'all not get like a fall break of like the week of Thanksgiving off?
Oh, yeah. We get the whole week of Thanksgiving, but that's a month away. October, man. October's rough. Anywho, I think I'm just still in shock from when my wife went out of town the other week, left me high and dry, and I've still not smoked cigarettes, which is like it's weird, bro.
For how
Anywho,
long? No.
it's been 2.5 weeks
Oh wow, good job. That's probably
after
why. That's probably what's
26
contributing
years.
to.
Yeah. Anyway, back to it. So you are accepting surrender.
Yep.
What will you do here, Krillin? It's your initiative to
Um,
do something.
let me see if I have anything I can.
Rez has rope in his hands right now, right?
Yeah, I just got it out.
Will you heal this person? I mean, they're bleeding and poisoned, so if they don't get healed, they might expire.
Okay, I'll heal him. Let's see. Let me link medicine here. Or, jeez, I'm forgetting how to play. Treat wounds. Treat wounds? Where is it? The fuck?
You use battle medicine, don't you?
What? Oh, is it battle medicine? Are we still in combat? Oh, okay, so that's
I
Yeah.
mean, you're in an encounter, but you're not technically in combat at the moment.
okay.
We've just left it in turn order to be, or
Yeah,
I left it in turn order to be a little clearer,
okay.
and so that time is not passing in real time.
Okay. Then I'll do a treat wounds on him. I'll do a DC 20 assurance. So that's D for 2d8 plus 10.
Okay.
And
Um.
how many actions was it to take rope out and tie him? Was that two or would that be two or three?
Well, my friend, I hate to tell you something. You have cast. Well, no, this is a heal, right? This is
Yeah,
treat
one action.
wounds. Does
Yeah.
this get rid of his poison? His acid
Mm,
persistent
No,
damage?
I,
It gets rid of the bleed, yes.
yeah. I think he needs to be magically healed.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
or antidote.
I don't have an antidote on me. So
Or he has to recover it, right? But your healing will. I mean, that should help. But
yeah.
I'm
If
saying,
anything, you should be able to give him a check right now so that he could roll his recovery checks. Yeah.
yeah, he
Of
felt it.
course.
Well, this guy's clearly evil. I don't think we should be too heartbroken if he doesn't recover.
Yeah. Fair.
So
Okay.
he coughs a bit, and a little bit of acid dribbles out of his mouth.
Oh shit! It's his turn next. Hey.
Yep. What questions did we need to ask him? So we can ask now and kill him.
Yeah, that's true. What do you want me to ask him? How do we shut this place down? When the ship is coming? Is that what we need to do?
I would turn off the power.
Yeah, I'd say both of those are good.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I'll ask is, I ask him, how do we shut down the power? Sorry, I ask them, how do we shut down the power?
They tell you, shaking their head, there's no way to shut down this facility without a whole team of engineers at this point. That they'll you all will just have to abandon it and alert the Alkenstar officials of what's going on so that they can get a team out here.
Okay. And then I ask my next question is, when's the ship coming?
They tell you if you want to stop Loveless and Ebrium, you're going to have to go upriver. And they explain to you the riverboat is easy to spot. Its name emblazoned on the side, Gear Smoke. It's not set to arrive in Alkenstar for a few more days, so it should be well upriver in a way that you've already traveled before, going towards the gunworks. They tell you that you should be able to see it from a good distance and determine where it is once you head in that direction. They tell you, of course, or they remind you, you're gonna need the other keys to be able to disarm all of the bombs, but tells you that without all three, the plan just won't work. However, shaking their head, they tell you they think Loveless is crazy enough to try it, even with the two.
Where was he supposed to meet Ebrium? That's in the past, or he should be there right now?
Oh well, yeah. They tell you that was several days ago that they missed the rendezvous to board the boat well up river. They give you one final warning though, and they do tell you that if you confront Lovelace just in open combat, he designed one last thing at her request, and it was a remote detonator. He stresses they stress they don't think that Lovelace would be fool enough to trigger the bomb, right in her vicinity, but he can't be sure, where they've been placed on the boat.
Okay. Do we need to ask anything else, or are we good?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, I say thank you for the information, and I end my turn.
Okay. Coughing and spluttering. Let's see. Do they have a one here? Yeah. Let's see. No, nothing in there. Take it. Eat or drink to help them out. So, sadly, they just cough and splutter and hope to pass this. They do sit there thanking you all profusely for sparing their life, and seem to be requesting, pardon and passage with you.
Do we take him like to the bar?
I'm
Assuming
not
we
sure that
survive.
we would take him to the bar, but well,
You're-
my question is,
You want to just skip these two guys, basically?
yeah, if they can't do anything right now, we just skip right past them. So we've got a few days before the boat gets here, but how long would it take us to take this guy back to Alkenstar, hand him over to somebody, and then head upriver ourselves?
You said how many days?
Yeah, do we have enough time to do that, or are we?
I mean, yeah, remember you guys you have the rowboats there to, you retreated
Yeah.
from this place once before, yeah.
Okay. I would say tie this guy up, gag him, take him to the who was the magistrate lady or whoever it was that met us at the bar, hand him over to her and let her know what's going on here so that they can send a team to hopefully shut this place down,
Yeah.
and then we go
There
upriver.
was the mayor, yeah.
Yeah.
Your outlaws working for the man.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Famous last words.
I'm okay with corporal punishment right here because he's committed crimes against nature. This is completely unnatural what he's done. All these heads in here.
Yeah, but you gotta admit it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I'm also fascinated by it.
Vimgard,
It's still murder.
there's the key that was thrown at your feet.
Okay. Fix that.
So this machine here just sits idly in the middle of those gears. Gurn, how will you treat with this person further? Will you give them further mercy or betray this tentative peace?
This an FYI, if he dies, that creature might attack, or that
Oh, yes,
yeah,
I agree with that.
maybe.
And
If
if
we
we bring
do
him in
attack,
alive, we might get paid for it.
But I'm cool either way.
Well, I am lawful, so it's yeah, turn him over to the authorities. I'm just gonna kind of approach this thing and maybe just for flavor, check it out. I don't know if there's anything to gain from it. Maybe say a little prayer under my breath for all the souls in there.
Okay. Do you want to like touch it and manipulate it in any kind of way, or
Probably not touching it. No.
okay? Well, so roll up just a perception check then. You notice amongst the gears a retrievable rune stone. Presumably retrieve it.
Interesting.
Doing so does not elicit any type of reaction. Is that all you'll do?
Yeah.
Vimgard, do you show mercy or
yeah, I
vengeance?
show mercy. Well, not that much mercy because I'm not stopping his uh persistent damage.
Are you gonna
But
heal or anything, or Don't
I
you
don't have
have?
any
Don't you have
magical.
the heat? Who has the big healing powers in this group? Nobody.
No,
Not
just
for
robot.
anything magical.
Oh,
Other game, I'm the magical healer, but this one I'm not. Yeah, I'm not giving him any of my potions. I grab the rope and from Drez and start tying him up?
if that's what you want to do, you're not gonna try to heal him back up or anything. You're just gonna
medicine
tie him
man.
up. Well, you could treat wounds. Can't everybody treat wounds?
You gotta
Yeah,
have
because he almost killed somebody, right? Don't heal him. Never mind. I'm just asking, or do you want to? I mean, do you feel the need to restrain this person, or do you want to be kind to them? Is I guess the question.
Drez took the 3 actions to get the rope out.
I wouldn't trust this guy. Fucking.
Yeah, no, we're going to tie him up.
Okay.
Yeah, tie him up for sure. Yeah,
gag him too. Gag them rather.
keeping him alive was
Mercy and
yeah.
Alrighty. So you do that.
And I tell him, let's get going.
All right. And is that free and clear with everyone? You all just want to remove yourselves from this place with him in tow?
Oh, there's the loot. I was gonna ask if there's any loot here. Perception check for anything of value in this room before we leave. Where's my... Like, why isn't it popping up? Oh, there. Okay. Rolling.
There's a lot of gears and severed body parts, but nothing of value.
You should be able to loot the piles of viscera like Baldur's Gate.
Optional and up to you. Denote it on your character sheet. All right, so do you all, with hearts and minds clear, exit this facility?
Yep.
Sounds good.
With this person in tow. All right, and where are you absconding to? Back to the barrel and bullet, I would take it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. We'll get you all moved over there. Let me copy him. Them. I think you all should be all sitting here. Indeed, you are. So, you pile into your favorite establishment. Let's see. We got... Yes, it is. With this new prisoner in tow. And the first thing everyone notices when you bust in is that you have a beaten, battered prisoner. And there's a little bit of a gasp, but it's not too much of a it's not too much of an unheard of thing. So as you bust in, once again, everybody just kind of stops for a moment, but then that's over with, and the piano starts up again. And here you are. Let's see, where is your newest guy? The new guy's here. I just lost his token for a minute. There it is. Oh, I've got to fix it. Hold on. So, are you finished with this person, or what do you want to do? You want to notify the mayor, you said?
Yes. Bring them to the authorities.
Well, you are the authorities, right? You're working for the mayor. But you want to send word to the mayor that you have absconded with one of the wizards, right? One of the sorcerers.
Yes.
Dang, I lost where I put Hideki's new picture. Oh, there it is. All right. So, one moment. Let me fix this thing. Token. There we go. All right. So Dunsmith comes over and she tells you, "Oh, certainly, certainly." And I've heard word has come back to me. What's going? Obviously she knew what you were doing at the Hydra Forge, but she tells you that word has come back to her about what you have already learned from Parsis, that there is a boat. She didn't know as much as you did that it's loaded down with pyronite. She just knew that this boat had Lovelace and Ebrium, the Nexian wizard, magic user, I should say, on board. And she tells you all what you've just learned, convenient enough. She gives you, though, a crucial bit of information that she has devised a way for you to get upriver and to intercept it at a place that you will no doubt find yourselves sticking out like sore thumbs. The settlement of Martel is where you're headed. It's pretty much the home of Alkenstar's material wealth. It's where they all go to be just outside of town and to ride into town fashionably on boats, just like the gear smoke. With this, she tells you, the mayor is a busy lady and it's going to take her quite some time, but she is surprised to see this creature being so docile and asks you how he came to be, or how they came to be in the condition they're in.
We beat them down to an inch of their life, and they gave up.
At this, Parsis is struggling to talk, but is gagged. Do you let them talk? Oh, we'll say by now the acid.
I removed the gag from Parsis.
They begin to plead for you to, untie them. It's not necessary. That they will gladly join your cause if your cause is against Lovelace, and they extend their hand in a handshake to, whoever's looking the most aggressive.
Me with my big boar tusk. Tusk.
Do you shake their hand?
Yes.
And do you all concur?
I hesitantly concur. I go, okay.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I mean, you know what? If anything, it'll make for a more interesting story.
Exactly. And we are outlaws. I'm assuming that, after this, we're going to do more criming, so maybe he can help us crime.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, we already have another alchemist. We can get the guy from the first book.
But this guy's a
That'll be,
necromancer.
Oh, I know. We're fleshing out our stuff here.
Well, Parsis asks you all if you will wait while they rest for a short while. And basically they're asking to take like a regular just as a rest.
I think we need to rest too, don't we? We
Yeah.
got injuries.
All right. So do y'all rest for 8 hours?
Yep.
Yeah.
The boats are a few days away, so a rest wouldn't necessarily put you, far off kilter.
Do you have any stuff to sell? Did you guys pick anything up last game?
No, I don't think we got anything since we last sold.
All right. So let's see here. Go ahead and click your rest button, and we'll do. Where's the clock? Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't right. Let's take it back several hours. Let's see. So, all right. So perfect. Yeah. So that puts y'all in the afternoon because it was early in the morning when y'all got back in here, or in the late afternoon, early evening. So, after healing up, let's see here, you are all back to your familiar places at the bar and around here. Gurn, you, of course, were fascinated to discuss clockwork. Get over here, Saren. Clockwork creations further with this jolly person. Let's see here. See if I got this in the game. Smoking gun. So, while you all were resting and recuperating here, here it is. He began to speak to you about clockwork creations, but also his favorite, necromancy. And you are essentially all now able. Let's see. Hold on, that's not showing right. I don't think. Can y'all see that? Or is it just that blank box?
Just blank.
I think it says Adventure Toolbox, but that's all.
Hold on. I think I gotta click this button. There we go. So, now you all have this as an option to you. So he has taught it to you. In addition to that little bit of news, you all, for having neutralized Parses, find yourselves advancing to level 10.
Oh, yes. We get more stats.
So these two scrubs. Let's see.
Pretty cool archetype. Not sure how useful it'll be, but it reads cool.
Punch these dudes to level 10. But not mess with any of their stuff, because I don't know what they want to do. So, my friends, I would say take a moment, take several, to punch in your stats and things. And I would say maybe let's call it a little early since we're missing. I mean, obviously, we're going to be missing Hideki or this late in the evening, but we're missing, Saren. And you are in a transitionary period here. Your pursuit of the gear smoke will commence the beginning of chapter 3, which is to say the last chapter
Nice.
of Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Oh wow.
Congratulations.
You still haven't wiped yet. Good job, guys.
Man, did you see that picture of the art of the puppeteer? How different it
I
was?
did. That looks pretty cool and creepy.
Yeah, I was like really kind of stunned by that because like I didn't pull that from anywhere. That's the official. Like if I look it up in here right now, and this is an official one, obviously. Like this isn't an import of the PDF. This is like you buy this from them for $20 or what, $30 or whatever it is, which is wild. And man, let me tell you guys, I got to tell y'all, I don't think I said this anywhere. So we got that thing funded for Dungeon Crawl Classics manuals and stuff, right? And if you buy their manuals direct from them on their website, like you get the PDF, yes. There's not really like an option just to get the print book. They're like, look, you can get the PDF only and it's cheaper, but if you're buying the book, we're just going to give you the PDF, So the way this little donor thing works, I got to use Amazon, which is really the benefit to me because I can't normally use Amazon, but doing this, I can kind of use Amazon if people will do it for me, right? Buy it for me. And so the book we got, I opened it up. It's got a sticker on the inside that's like, your purchase entitles you to go to DriveThruRPG and get the PDF. Use this code. I'm like, bro, that's dope. It also probably helps their like DriveThruRPG ratings or whatever. Genius. But like otherwise, if you bought it through Amazon, right, you wouldn't have that PDF copy. I was like, man, that's thoughtful. That's looking out for the customer, the player.
Do they include that for every purchase of that
I'm
type?
I'm assuming, right? I mean, which ones you're sending into the Amazon distribution channels. Yes, it's not like a crapshoot. I mean, sure, there's that one guy that's just selling his or whatever, but for the most part, I would imagine most of the fulfillment through Amazon, they know where it's originating from them. So I'm just guessing that's a thing like they do with Amazon fulfillment, right? I don't know. Maybe they do it for everything. I was really jazzed to see I didn't expect this, but so the printing that they're on now of that rule book, they're doing a contest called the Golden Ticket, which is just what you think it is, the Willy Wonka. They're putting 25 golden tickets. And if you find one, you win like original art and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I got it, and I've got it open. I was telling the students about it. I was like, man, what if we win the contest with the donated book? That'd be too much winning. But yes, so you guys all got your sheets. I mean, y'all are pretty tuned. Y'all are pretty dialed into leveling up now, I suppose. Yes.
I haven't figured out my feet, so I'll figure that out during the week, and I'll put it on for the next time.
Fair enough.
But I put that my stats in.
Anything to sell or buy while we kind of have a down moment anyway?
No.
Potions or common things?
Is anybody interested in this rune I picked up? If not, I'll sell it.
Which rune?
It's in the chat.
Oh.
Grievous.
General Grievous.
I mean, for me, it only triggers on a crit, and it's already what my weapon does on a crit, so I'll pass.
Yeah, I don't even see my weapon listed on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass too. Make that money.
Yours would probably be just brawling, I would
Brawling.
imagine. Yeah. Well, because your staff is like, you use it for your,
Okay.
like it's your fist.
That's
I would
a pretty
imagine.
cheap-
I mean, you can put runes on your staff? Yes.
Yeah. Just like
I mean-
any other weapon, right?
And or I don't know. Say you have to put that on like what are those things? The hand wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, last week did you guys put that ghost rune on my staff?
We didn't do nothing like that to you. I don't believe.
Okay.
Well, you weren't here. That's
No, I
right.
was
Yeah,
here.
you weren't here at all. Yeah, that's why I said you weren't here. The reason you were there this week is because I did that thing. I said at the very end that you crawled up out of the gears, out of nowhere, all greasy and shit, like John Goodman in Raising Arizona. Out of nowhere, all greasy. Well, if we ain't got no in-game business to conclude or to execute, yeah, I guess y'all cool with that. We'll call it 20 minutes early here.
Yep.
I guess lose an hour on this sesh. Call it a 2-hour sesh.
Oh
So
yeah. No problem.
so I was gonna say, just timing wise, I'm starting to get more I guess aware or self-aware of pacing is what I'm trying to work on, and with my students and myself, like DMing wise. So anyway, like I say, I mean, we're in this last chapter, so I'm gonna push to be like 1 month-ish of sessions done, depending on if we're doing 4 or 2. So just planning wise, FYI.
Yeah. Well, it's Wednesday night, so I should be fine for anything. I'll be fine with that.
GG then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
game.
good game.